elevators or cooperators or you, we are actually going to be independent. What happens is that cooperatives make people to be independent. Let us go back to our mothers at home. I remember I was born and raised in a forest department. And in Kenya, if your parents were in a forest department, they were very poor. You know, these are people who planted trees, and they found so many houses. And I remember when where we were living, it's a place that when we were still very young, quite a number of Kikuyus were brought there after the Mau Mau, getting independence, and some were being resettled. So they were put in that small camp. So we were generally poor people. And I saw things that right now when I think about, I say, this is just cooperative that was happening. Ladies coming together and they want cups, good plates. And they would, get some at the merry-go-round that, buy cups and then buy plates. In the end, what they were trying to build is independence. So that when people come and visit, you feel, yes, I have 12 cups, but I can also entertain. So you become independent. And then it continued. As time went on, people started getting together, raising funds, and building semi-permanent houses. And that is independence. Because through using that house of mabati, they would then get water. So rather than this mama going to draw water from down somewhere, she has a tank and she feels good. Even me, I also have my own tank. That is the tank. That is what they would say. Some independence. Okay. But within these cooperatives of ours, there are shared responsibilities. And those responsibilities they do not mean that all of us will do things the same way. No, that is the beauty with cooperatives. Some people will pay 10,000, some 2,000, some 5,000, some 1,000. It means we are doing things based on what we can afford. We are sharing responsibilities based on how we can afford. That is the beauty with cooperatives. But when it comes to decision making, we are the same. Enhances the value of coherence. Coherence is just being together. And there is something of being together that brings a particular value that you may not really know. You can only know if you have been alone. When I came here as a student, the first 3 months, I almost went back because I was alone. In my house, I go into class, and within this class, it was a class of 93. And I was the only, first of all, I was in Guelph. In that department, I was the first black to be in that department. And the first time I talked, my accent was so distinct, I could hear my accent in the room. I said, actually my accent is different. And the more I wondered about my accent, the more I became lonely. I went back home that evening, the first time I talked. I said, I am actually different. Why did I have to come in this country? So I said, all these things, all those things that were, there is the value of collectiveness, being together, that you cannot know. Being together with your own kind. Right now I can just talk. I don't care what, because I know my accent is, you are used to, you hear it. Let me tell you, I may not be talking with the same confidence if I'm talking in a place where every sentence is like, what did he say? Pardon?
Excuse me?
Excuse me? What did you say? That value, let us utilize that value using elevation to do something even greater, because there is some value in coherence. Cooperative, of course, now, up to now, you should have known it enhances teamwork, union. Is that the word? Yes. And I'm glad, Pastor, you organize this coming together almost every week. I mean, every month. I know this may come into somebody's mind. Yeah, but I mean, every month we meet and, I pay $20. So what is that for? Really, when you think about it, that is the beauty about cooperative. You are paying part of that money you will get in the end. It's actually, you're just building. At the end, part of it you will actually get. So you don't go at a loss. So come and pay. Here, please let us support, because it is important. You are known. And I'm saying it's a new dawn simply because people may not see it. As I'll keep on saying, those who are out there and those who are hearing it and they are not taking step, they will say, we wish we knew. This is a new dawn that after all these years, we are realizing, wow, working together pays. Right now, what happens is that, I'll just say a little bit the type of job that I do. In Canada, it is increasingly becoming very clear that it is through community mobilization and building of cooperatives that will drive this country forward. Through cooperatives, that is the only way we can drive ourselves and move forward. And just look at any development, whether it means new settlers. Think of any settlement, people who came here first in Canada. They had clubs. They used to say clubs. But clubs are actually places where people went and sat, similar minds talked and became rich, organized how they were going to use resources. We are not calling this a club, we are just calling it elevation. But it's a club. It's actually a club when you think about it. Next. When you are in a cooperative, like elevation, you will be surprised that we are a voice of each other. We shall start advocating for each other. We are actually a voice of each other. And that we believe this cooperative, we are sharing it. You really must, at this point, don't look at elevation as hiyo kitu ya Pastor Jairo.